Hello, my name is Ethan Henning and welcome back to another video. So I'm going to be making this video real quick because the last 4 videos I made of this were really bad. So I don't really remember many facts about these coins, but I can bring a little information. So let's get right into it. Here is my capped bust from, I'm trying to read the date, 1801 I think. Then I have my classic head one, half cent, from 1826. Then I got my coronet, half cent, from 1851. It's in pretty good condition, but sadly, that hole. Then we got over here. Some of these have like almost holes in them because they're really old, so they're really hard to find in good condition. So here's my 1803 capped bust large cent. It's hard to believe that this thing was the size of a $1/2, and this thing used to be worth 1 cent. It's hard to believe back in the day. Unknown date, classic head, somewhere between 1808 and 1814. I'm not really sure what its date is. It's been worn so badly to the point where I can't even distinguish the date anymore. Then over here I have my coronet. Sometimes you'll see scratches. That's just the plastic because I've placed these coins in and I had no idea they were scuffing up part of the plastic. But at least it's not scuffing up the coin. So this one is from 18, I think, can't really see it, 31, I think that's 31, yeah, 31. Then we got my coronet braided hair scent. This one's in pretty good condition. If you look at that, I'll zoom in real quick. Looks pretty good. Okay, moving on. I have my Flying Eagle scent from, I think it's from 1857. If it was from 1856, I would be practically a millionaire. I think. I don't know. I don't really remember. Then I got my, well, it's kind of, I can't really say that because, we used to call them Indians, but they're actually Native Americans, so I'll just call it a native scent. So this is an 1855 native scent. Then I have an 1864 native copper nickel penny. Then I have a native 1907 penny. Should I call it a native head scent or just a native scent? I don't really know. Whatever is the least offensive. Then I have over here a VDB 1909 scent. If you're wondering what VDB stands for, it means Victor David Brenner. He was the sculptor for the Abraham Lincoln penny. He decided to put Abraham Lincoln on here because it was I think it was the 100th year anniversary from his birth, I think. I'm not sure. Something like that. Then you got over here, you might still be able to find some of these in circulation. They're bronze wheat scents. I'll show you what wheat scent means when we get to the back. Then we got over here the steel scent. Most people, when they find these, they'll think, oh my god, I'm a millionaire because it's 1943. That's actually false. That's not true at all. It's made out of steel. It's practically worthless. Even in good condition, it's only worth a few dollars. Or cents. So I have in here a 1999 memorial cent. I just looked through my change and just grabbed a random one. And I decided to put a 2020 penny from all the things that have been happening in here with the virus and whatnot. And all the slowing of everything. And the presidency and whatnot. All that stuff. Then we got here a 1865 2-cent piece made out of copper. I picked this one up because 1865 is when the Civil War was ending, so that's really cool. Then I got here, it's really hard to see, but it is a 3-cent piece that's made out of silver, which is really nice. It's paper thin, so that's really nice. Then you got over here a 3-cent piece. Oop, my finger's blocking the thing. Then you got over here a 3-cent piece, which is made out of nickel, which is the last of the 3-cent piece. We move to the backs. What am I hearing right now? What is that? Oh, Nugget, stop doing that. That's nasty. Stop licking Jack's jowls. That's nasty as hell. So anyway, then these are the, this is the wheat I was talking about. And moving forward. There's the steel cent. And the classic cent we see today. The 2-cent piece. And the 3-cent pieces. Moving on. Oop. Accidentally zoomed in. Okay, there we go. Now, this is the capped bust penny. I mean, half dime, not half penny. I can't really tell what year it came from. I think it's in 1829. Let me see if I could figure it out by zooming in. That looks like a 16. What? I think it's wrong one. I think it's 36. I could be wrong though. I think it's a 36, but I could be wrong. Oop. What's happened? What happened to my battery? Why did the flash just go out? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oops. Now we got here the Liberty Seated with Stars from 1856, and by far one of my most. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. That's on the other side. What was I talking about? Oh, and then this one with arrows. This one's from 1854. Now I'm lost, and I don't really know what to say. So anyway, they added arrows to dates on some of these half cents to indicate that they have lighter weight, so they don't think it's a fake coin. Then we have here the legend. I'm not sure what's so legendary about it. It's from 1860. And we got over here the shield nickel with rays. I'll show you why it has rays. This one is really scuffed up. This one right here, it's really scuffed up. The only reason I got it like this was because, you know, it was the only way I could get it for a low value. And this one's from 1883, the last date of the no rays shield nickel. Then we got over here. I actually got this in I'm not sure. I can't remember. I got it from somewhere. I don't really remember. It's kind of late. So this is from 1883. This one is the only year with no cents, and it said that people were coating them in gold and passing them off as $5 coins, and people were getting away with them. So they had to change it. So they caught on to it very quickly and made this one with cents. I'll show you it on the back. Then the Buffalo 1913 Variety 1. What makes this one so special is that a lot of them, when they were released, they were causing a lot of wear on the date and the word Liberty. Excuse me. Sorry, I just coughed. Anyway, don't be like, oh no, Mr. Ethan's got the virus, man. No, I don't. I got phlegm. It's not a dry cough. Should be fine. Then we got over here the Buffalo nickel. They changed it, and now the date is actually more seeable, and the Liberty is a little. Oh, it was why it wore so quickly. I forgot to say that the Buffalo sat on a raised ground. That's why. Then my Buffalo nickel, that's really reflective. It's from 1958, and there's nothing really to say about that. Then we got the Jefferson 1943 35% silver nickel, which is really cool. Then I got over here the classic one we see today, the Jefferson 2016. And we'll go to the backs, and I'll show you. Here's the rays. You can see the little markers between the stars, and then this one doesn't. And see, look, this one, oh wait, this one doesn't have cents on it, and this one does. Here's the buffalo on the raised ground, I believe, yeah. And here's the buffalo on the, oops, and here's the Buffalo nickel without the raised ground. See, the details are still there. Moving on to the dimes. Oops. Then we got here the capped bust. I can't see the date. I think it's somewhere between, I think it's at 1828, but I could be wrong. It's a Variety 2. I'm not sure what Variety 2 is. One of my most prized ones here. It's really shiny, and all of its detail is still here. You can see the whole head. There's only scrapes because of the plastic. Those aren't scrapes on the coin. Those are just scrapes on the plastic. You can see how it's kind of reflecting off. It's from 1838. It's first year issue too, which is really cool. And I'll show you the back too. And this one's actually really nice too. The one with arrows. From 1853, first year issue as well. This one is from 1887, I believe. And yeah. Then I got a Barber dime right here from 1913. Then I also have here my 1934 Mercury dime. And moving on to the... sometimes you'll be able to find this one still in circulation. It's a 1951 Roosevelt silver dime. Then you got here my Roosevelt clad, which is just regular. It's copper and nickel. Then one of the most rarest coins in this entire collection is by far the 20-cent piece from 1877. One year before it was gone. This coin was really hard to come by. I don't know how I even got my hands on it. I just found a lucky seller, and I was like, "I'll kindly take that off your hands." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I gave him the money, and he gave me the coin. It was nice. Then one of the second most rare was the capped bust quarter small size from 1835. It's really nice, and this is the only coin I can find. The most money I ever spent on a coin is on the other pages. I'll show you those in a minute. Then we got here a Liberty seated with no motto. It's a quarter. We're on the quarters now. Sorry. Then I got this 1853, which is really bad shape. It's mostly worn off. Then I actually got this one at an antique store. I picked it up because it looked nice. The Liberty seated without motto, which is the In God We Trust motto, which was added to coins in 1865 due to the very bloody Civil War. Yeah. Sorry, I just got interrupted there, but I think I'm on to the Barber quarter. Okay, so this Barber quarter is from 1899. Moving on to the Liberty seated Variety 1, which is really nice. It's on a raised ground, which sadly made it wear very easily on the shield, the head, and the stand. And here I have my standing Liberty Variety 2 on a lowered ground. You can tell how there's a lot more detail on this one because of the lowered ground. Then you got here, I just picked out a random one, this 1962 Washington silver quarter. Then we get, whoa, Nugget, you okay? Hell was that? Dogs keep scaring me. Anyway, where was I? Okay, then I got this, just a ordinary Washington clad quarter I just found. It's just 1996, not really that hard to come by. Then a Washington 2009 clad, which I just picked up. Okay, moving on to the backs of the dimes. This one is really gorgeous. I don't know why, just look at that. This is from like, what, 1830 or something? That one too. I'm trying to zoom out, not zoom in. And that's pretty much it. Now moving on to $half. Wait, oh. I keep zooming in when I want to zoom out. So we have here a capped bust lettered edge. That means there's letters indented on the side of the coin, which is really cool. I looked at it myself. It says $1 on it, which is really cool. And I think it says In God We Trust. I'm not really for sure on that one. This is a 1837 $half, which I looked it up. This one's actually worth a hefty amount. I had no clue that this coin was actually quite rare. Like, it had a low mintage rate on it. And I checked its weight, and I checked it with the magnet test, and with the weight test, I passed both, so it, in my eyes, is real. Yes. Okay, moving on to the Liberty seated with no motto. It's not really much to say about it. Then we got then we got this one, which is 1854 with arrows. That means it's a little lighter than usual. Then I got here a Liberty Seed with motto, which this one was one hard mother schmucker to get in this book. As you can see, the rim around it is really torn up. That's because I had to shove this coin into the book, and it was really bad. I had to use brute force to get this coin in. I may or may not have put Warrior on the coin with it, because I may or may not have touched it on accident. But I was wearing gloves through most of the time. No, I was wearing gloves the entire time, so I don't think I got any fingerprints on it. But I had to use a little bit of force to get this coin in. But it's metal on paper, so, shouldn't have done that much damage. Then I got here a 1907 Barber half, which I'll tell you what's cool about that one in a minute. Then I got here a Walking Liberty 1917 half dollar. Then I got over here a Franklin half, which is a proof, which is nice. Then I got a 1964 Silver Kennedy half and a 1972 just ordinary half. And that's pretty much it. Now moving on to the low ones. Oh, we gotta show you the back. Oop, that was accidental. Moving on to the silver dollars. I do not have a Liberty Seated without motto. I'll tell you why in a minute. I do have one though, which is really nice. It is a 1872 Liberty Seated with motto. I do not have a trade dollar. I don't have this one or this one, only because they are extremely rare and extremely expensive, coming up to values of way over $200. I'm not about to lay down $300 to $400 on one coin. There's no way in hell. I just decided to pick this one up only because I wanted to have it in the book to show off what it would look like for this one here. The trade dollar is a little more different, but I'm not about to lay down $300 for a coin. That's outrageous. Anyway, moving on to the Morgan dollar, which is from 1921, which is really gorgeous too. It's really shiny and reflective. Then a 1923 peace dollar. If it was a 1922, I'd be rolling in money, but I don't because I don't have money to. So anyway, 1972 Eisenhower dollar. Then finally the small ones, the Susan B. Anthony, and the Sacagawea gold dollar, which isn't actually gold at all. Here's the backs of the coins. And I have the bicentennial ones with the 1976 to the 1776, the 200-year anniversary for each iteration of the coins. Then I have the Westworld Journey set of the coins. Then I have the statehood quarter and a really shiny and reflective presidential half. And the Lincoln set. The 200-year anniversary. Here's the backs of the coins. And sadly, ooh, it's got like marks on it and whatnot. I gotta clean this at some point. That is the end of our journey. So, I'll be seeing you guys later.